Welcome to Debbie's Bill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear or favor. Minority members of parliament on health committee are demanding the immediate operationalization of over 500 bed Afari military hospital, which they said have been abandoned and left to deteriorate amid overgrowth and neglect. Chaos has sparked at the Afari military hospital of the Ashanti region after soldiers stationed at the facility confronted members of the minority and residents on a health committee over what they described as unauthorized entry into the premises. The New Patriotic Party members of parliament, led by ranking member Nana Afari, had visited the facility to assess the condition of the long abandoned over 500 bed capacity hospital project, which was reportedly being left unused for years. After a brief inspection, during which the lawmakers expressed concern about the deteriorating state of the facility, the members of parliament and residents were stopped by military personnel guarding the hospital. The confrontation quickly escalated into a heated exchange between both parties. The minority members of parliament are currently touring part of the Ashanti region to demand urgent operationalization of abandoned health infrastructure, particularly in the wake of industrial action by doctors at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, which has raised concerns about access to health care services. However, the soldiers insisted that members of parliament should have sought prior clearance before entering the facility, a position that triggered further pushback from lawmakers who described the visit as a necessary emergency oversight exercise. The members of parliament maintained that public officials must be held accountable, insisting that when institutions fail to act, representatives of the people must step in to draw attention to the situation. I'll take this place again. The members of parliament, that is representing the New Patriotic Party, maintained that public officials must be held accountable. If not for that day, I never knew they know of this, insisting that when institutions fail to act, representatives of the people must step in to draw attention to the situation. So, from Monday all the way to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yesterday, and even today, this issue is trending, and there are new developments on this Afari military hospital. That is a brilliant policy or initiative that was brought by Kufuor. It went to parliament. They deliberated on it, and then they accepted the fact that yes, they will need to build a hospital so that it will ease tension on the main hospital they have there. That has to do with the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital. Because with the Konfanoche, the central region, northern region, they all depend on this same hospital. So why not we build another big hospital equal to or maybe bigger than Konfanoche Hospital, so that they can be an ease of pressure on CAF. And so it was accepted. So when the then late president of Ghana, Evans Fifi Atamils, came on board with the vice president, who is now the current president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, started the construction of this hospital. And so they even provided equipment in this hospital. Because if you take a look at the videos, when they went in, you can see some of the equipment lying on floor and all that. And after they left power, MPP came in for 8 good years. I call it 8 worst years. They came in power and they never did anything. They didn't do anything about their Afari military hospital. And if not for this, I don't even know whether I had no idea that they know something called accountability. How to hold public or government officials accountable when they are not doing the right thing. Because they stated it there, that if a government official or if a politician is not doing the right thing, they promise to do this and they are not doing it, what we are supposed to do is to hold them accountable. If not for this issue, I had no idea they know of something called accountability. Because MPP has been in power for 8 years and they never toured Afari Military Hospital. They never toured that place. They didn't even speak about the issue. They didn't say anything about this issue. And after they've been in power for 8 years, they've now come to the realization that we have hospitals that needs to be completed. And they are not making noise. They are not allowing us to have a peace of mind. Something that was brought up by your own government. Kufuor is affiliated to the New Patriotic Party. So even if that hospital should be completed, it should be completed by the New Patriotic Party. But you came in power for 8 years and you did nothing. Nothing to that hospital. And now you are making noise calling on this government to complete it. I am not saying that this current administration should not complete the hospital. Because just as we said earlier, the hospital is there to serve the community. It is there to serve us. And so if that hospital should be completed and commissioned, it will benefit me. It will benefit the people in that community. But you didn't do anything. You've been in power for 8 years. You brought initiative and you started and then you left it for who to come and complete it for you. See, I think it's about time we stop some sort of behavior and attitude. And that has to do with, if you are bringing out a policy or you are bringing out an initiative, make sure that whatever policy you are bringing on board, you are able to complete that policy within the 4-year period that has been handed over to your party. There shouldn't be an instance where you will complete that 4 years and you have projects uncompleted. When President Mahama came on board for his first term, he started with e-blocks. He built some. He wasn't able to complete some of them. When MPP came on board, I can vividly remember this. Togbe Afari called on the president. He said, please come and complete in fact, the school is completed. Just come and commission it for us. You know what he said? Can you remember what the answer the president gave to Togbe Afari? That he should go and complete it himself. He should go and do it himself. That was the answer he gave to the chief. We have the Saglamin housing project of a team which was started in the first term of President John Dramani Mahama. When the MPP came on board, what did they do about it? Nothing. Nothing. We should even be asking you, where is the money you use in creating that big manhole called Cathedral? Up to now, you've not even accounted to us. How come the cathedral is not built? You didn't say anything about that. We are looking for people who stood in and we cannot, their whereabouts cannot be traced. And you are not saying anything about that. Where is the money? The Sky Train, where is the money? The Paulugu Dam, where is the money? You should come and account to us what you use that money for. Huge sum of money was being disbursed in building the dam in Paulugu. You people told us that the dam was built. Thank God to Burkina Faso. Then we realized that there was no dam there. It was an empty land. But the money was disbursed. So we don't know where the money is. And you people are refusing to tell us where the money fly to. You are refusing to account to us. And now you are talking about accountability. Are we being serious in this country? We are not. I feel like we are joking. You see, because President Mahama is a good president and he's a president for all the people. So yesterday I saw, they said they will complete it. They will complete it. But please, if you're starting a project, any project that you bring on board, make sure you complete that project. You don't start a project and then when another government comes on board, you are calling on the government, making it look as if say, but you started. Where is the money? The agenda 111, the one district, one factory, and all these are policies that money were disbursed, but the projects are nowhere to be found. And all the time, you see, it's painful because when we are talking about these issues, most people want to politicize it. Let's speak to the fact. Let's call a spade and not a big spoon. And that is what we are refusing to understand. And it will come, it will start, it will not finish. After 4 years, another government will come on board and they'll bring mouth-watering policies that are so appealing and enticing. And because they see us to be, excuse me, fools, they can give us one CD and we will still vote for them. And so when they bring out those policies, we don't even sit down to think, can these people complete this policy they are bringing on board in this time frame, this 4 years? We don't even ask ourselves. Then we go ahead, vote for them. After 4 years, they won't do it. Then they'll come back, buy us plantain chips and yogurt, and then we'll vote for them again. We are begging you. As for project, we need to complete it because at the end of the day, it will benefit us. It's the taxpayers' money. But this is what we are saying. It's becoming too much. You didn't finish, shut up. The government will take it on. We know you're supposed to act as watchdog and ensure that the government does the right thing. But don't make it look as if it is the fault of this administration. 8 worst years. I'm telling you. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's School.